Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. I am back, y'all. I've been through it. It didn't happen. I done been through it. Look, first of all, I got to give y'all a shout out. Y'all got me at 1,500 subs. What's up? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the 1,500 subs. Hey, can't tell me nothing now. Hey, now. So, welcome back. It's been a couple of weeks since I've seen you guys. I have been through it, in it, and out of it. I'm gonna tell you that. To give you an update on me, I was sick, y'all. I was sick. I'm at about 95%. I'm good enough to make a video, and talking to you all, I tell you all the time, it makes me feel so much better, right? So, getting back into the groove of things, it started with a sty on my eye. I had a sty on my eye. They come from bacteria getting in the eye. I don't know what I touched and then touched my eye. I'm prone to those and ear infections. So I had the sty on the eye. And then that was like a week. It just finally went away. And then I had some verde sauce that knocked me on my butt. It took me out, y'all. And no, it wasn't from the restaurant. Nope. It was from the store. I'm going to see if I can put the brand on here just in case your body reacts like my body. I don't know what happened. I cooked chicken and rice. I used a little verde sauce. I've been wanting to try the verde sauce. Verde means green in Spanish, in Espanol. And so, y'all, I got this verde sauce, went in there, whipped it up in the kitchen, did what I do, ate it. It was delicious. But my body was like, no, we don't want that. And I stretched out on the couch back there and turned on the TV right there. My body started tingling, hot and cold, hot and cold. I was like, this is like food poisoning. If you all have ever had it, I know you feel my pain. And for the ones who have it, you don't want it. You don't want none of it. And so, yeah, it took me out for about a week and a half. The Wednesday before last is when I cooked, and I tried to do a housewarming party. I'm not going to even get into that. But I tell you what, your girl was seeing white spots. It was not a good time for me. But I made it through it, and I'm out on the other end. Until I cut my locks. So after 3 years, I cut my locks. They say, why you cut your locks? Well, first, because I wanted to. Second, because it's hot. I live in Mexico. And all this on my neck and my ears. And then lastly is maintenance. I can do them myself, but I like updos and stuff like that. And it's really costly here. A lot of the people charge the same amount they charge in the States. And for me particularly, I moved down here to save money. So this is going to help me on my mission. And I don't have to worry about maintenance with it anymore. With the locks. Sorry. And just keep it washed. I do want to cut it. I'm going to teach myself how to cut it. Keep it low. But right now, you can't see under here because it's not ready yet. But we're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, after I cut my locks, that's when I caught the cold. I washed my hair, and I know better than this, y'all. I wash my hair with, I don't use faucet water. I don't recommend it. A lot of people said they've had issues with it drying out their hair because it makes cold water, right? You can't drink it. For those who don't know, you can't drink it. Please don't flush toilet paper. In some places you can, though. In some places you can flush. So I washed it with the E-Pure, which is my favorite. Pardon me, my favorite water. They have another brand here also called Crystal. It's on the screen. It's made by Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is very, very important here in Mexico. Let me tell you something about these locals. The Mexicans do not play when it comes to their Coca-Cola. So Crystal is Coca-Cola based. E-Pure, I'm not sure who makes it. It might be Coca-Cola too. But I prefer it because Crystal has salt in it, just so you know. It makes you drink more. Ha ha ha. E-Pure is exactly what it says. E-Pure is beautiful. My favorite. So I use that on my hair, y'all. I washed it on my hair. Everything came out pretty good. It came out good. It came out soft, from the E-Pura. I put some oil in it. You can find coconut oil at the store, local grocery store if you can't get your hands on it. I like the Black Magic coconut oil, very, very good for my hair. Put some of that on it, and I didn't have to use a lot without the locks, you know what I'm saying, that absorb everything. And my head got some air and some sun, and that's important. So the locks are gone. It's short and sassy and quick, low maintenance, something I can maintain myself. So I've talked about this on previous videos, just so you know, hair maintenance here is a thing. It's a thing because we don't have readily access to a lot of the products that we can just go into the beauty supply place and get down the corner, you know what I'm saying? So when you come here, whether you're visiting or you're moving here, make sure you bring your hair care products. Go back and look at my video on the 5 must-brings to Merida. The link is in the description. Okay, so I'm doing better after the haircut. My I slept under the air conditioner and my head got cold, so I got a little bit of a head cold. I'm getting over it. You won't be able to hear it in my voice. But we're going to keep going because I miss y'all and I got updates. We got stuff to talk about. So get your coffee, your tea, your wine, your boo, the men, because I got to talk about something with these men. And come aboard. So I told y'all I would give you an update on the super box once I got it, and I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend for turning me on to that and helping me program it. You don't need nothing else. Invest in yourself. Get the super box. I'm telling you, get the super box. Get somebody to help you set it up. It's easy peasy, greasy. Boom, hook it up, plug it up, play it. You're good. And you're getting all the channels. Now, I'm not going to do an open box review because we got other things to talk about. However, I found a great video where a guy goes through the setup. He goes from open box, baby, all the way to connecting it and everything. So I got y'all. The link to that is in the description. All right. Excuse me. So you know I got my handy dandy notebook. And you better have yours too, or your iPad, or your whatever you got. Okay, so here's the update. The first one was on the super box. The super box is boxing in a super way. It's super boxing. I caught up on all my shows. You will be on lockdown for a couple weeks because the access to stuff there is crazy. Okay, the next thing is, on my last video, I did a refrigerator for $40 at the bodega. Okay, that was wrong. That was an installment price, y'all. Thank you. Shout out to the young lady who pointed that out. I put a link to the description of the video and the timestamp of what I'm talking about. And you should see on your screen the correct pricing somewhere in these areas. The correct pricing for this refrigerator. And that's just one of many. So it's still affordable. The price should be right here. And so if you need a refrigerator, you need something quick, I'm telling you, you get this residency and you can qualify for financing, y'all. You can get the finance. I tried to open up the account at the bodega. I don't know how it works though, because they didn't have my social, but I think it's tied into the passport thing, because that's tied to it. So they did do a credit check. Now, it may have showed that I had none. That's something I want to figure out right there. That if you apply for, they have a store here called Liverpool. A lot of people like Liverpool. It's like your department store, anchor stores, JCPenney, back in the day, Hex, Montgomery Ward, aging myself. Those stores, anchor stores or department stores, and they do have and will allow you a line of credit. Same thing with a phone. Just like in the States, you pay the monthly bill plus the $10 for the phone a month and you pay it off for the next 127 years. It's the same thing here. You can qualify for an iPhone, the new iPhone or something, and pay a certain amount a month along with your bill at TelCel. Now, I know about that. So visit the TelCel. Come on, y'all. I told you got to do this work. Visit the TelCel website. The link is in the description. Look at some of the plans. On Google, you can go up in the right hand of your screen and it'll translate the page for you. Yes, it will. So you can look at some of this stuff before you get here. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know about TelCel. They have AT&T here, and I think I saw Verizon, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so the correction on the price for the fridge. Also, the cable gone. We got rid of the Sky cable. Let me tell you something about this Sky. This is. I be telling y'all, Mexican time, MT ain't got nothing on CPT. This is another level. So I called and arranged for the Sky cable people to come, but I also told y'all the side note, I also told y'all about the vortex and how certain things are happening, so certain other things that can happen that are better than what you want to happen. So you got to go with the flow. So over here on Wednesday, that's about almost 3 Wednesdays ago, I called the Sky people to come out and bring me a box and open it up in my name. Next Wednesday came. They still ain't make it. The following Monday, my doorbell rang, and it was Sky Cable, and they was here to install. And I was like, no, I'm good. But I almost got caught up again, y'all, because by that time I knew about the Super Box, right? I had ordered it. I was waiting on TotalPlay, which we can go over in a minute. Honey, they came here, they took pictures, they had to report that I canceled it. It was a big to-do. It was more of a big to-do than a big to be done because they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. They came a week and a half late, and they have internet as well, which I did not know because I had Infinimum and Sky Cable, Sky HD, right? So the Sky HD also has internet service. I think it's only up to 500 megs. Another note right here. No unlimited. Mexico don't have the unlimited. They got something like unlimited, which is like 1,000 megs, which is a lot. That's a lot to burn through. But it's costly. We can already do that. Total play in a second. So Sky, I don't really recommend it because I have Sky, because I have the Super Box now. However, if you want cable, they are an option. They will not give you the internet solo by itself. You have to get internet and cable. It's a package deal, and they only go up to 500 megs, if I'm not mistaken. So, moving on to Total Play, that's totally playing. I need y'all to know that. For real. So, Total Play, opposed to Infinimum or Infintum, people have issues with it. I've talked to many people. They stuff out for 3, 4, 5 days. Mine was out for 3. So my Infintum went out for 3 days. I didn't have any internet. It was very distressful. And I realized how much we depend on the internet. Like, try not having it for a couple of days and you realize all the stuff you cannot do. So I had to add a lot of the TelCel data to my phone, which guided me through. But I still couldn't stream on YouTube because once again, it's not what y'all. It's not unlimited. They giving you 5, 10, 20, 50, 500, 800, or 1,000 megs or 50 gigabytes. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing about the States that is different here, and also open Wi-Fi networks. You will notice in the States, no matter where you go, the restaurants, you just pull up your phone and boom, the internet is there, it's open, you don't need a password. Here, everywhere got password protected because this data is costing here, for real. So, Infinimum, when I opened up a ticket, you got to wait 3 days for them to even respond, right? In that time frame, I said, you know what, y'all, I've had it. I'm done. I looked up Total Play location on my phone, just like you would in the States. Boom, boom, boom. They are inside of Walmart, just so you know. Total Play is inside of all the Walmarts, right? So I went to the one in City Center. Went to City Center. She was they don't have like an office or a booth. You will pass by them if you're not paying attention. They have a little small kiosk. And the little lady was standing there. She was so nice. They so sweet. And so I told her I needed the Total Play. I had a friend of mine to translate over the phone, but I didn't really need it. We were able to sort it out. I had my Google Translator. Make sure you download your Google Translator. Have your handy dandy devices. So we went through the whole process. She signed me up. She took a photocopy of my passport, set it up in my name, made an appointment for, that was a Monday, made an appointment for Wednesday. It was late in the day, so they couldn't come. They usually come the same day, couldn't come that evening. So I was like, do you think they could come on Tuesday? And she said, well, we'll try. So I ended up leaving my food there, but I told her to eat it. And then we had a phone conversation, y'all, with my poquito muy malo español. I was getting it. I was understanding because I know what food means. Learn food. When you get here, you're going to be hungry and you need to know how to order some. If you pechuga, that's the chicken breast. Pollo, you got to know this carne res. Learn food. Food is easy to learn because you want it and you need it to live. So, ensalada, all of it. Vegetariano, learn it. So that's a good place to start in learning Spanish. So she said, thank you for the comida, food. And oh, de nada, you're welcome, So she was there with me through this complete process. They came on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. That's the first thing. The second thing is they have an app. The next thing is they on WhatsApp. You can talk direct. Press 9 for English. They have an English department. Y'all, they will answer in English on WhatsApp. You can call and speak to somebody. Press 9. 2 on the phone, I think, for English. 9 on the WhatsApp. So just so you know, everything is WhatsApp here, y'all. We talked about it. Go back and look at some of my videos. I'm telling you, it's a lot of nuggets of information there. So know that everybody's WhatsApp. Your pharmacy is WhatsApp. The lavanderia is WhatsApp. All food places are WhatsApp. Your doctor's WhatsApp. You don't need to talk to the nurse to tell the nurse that you want to talk to the doctor. You can get on your handy dandy device and say, yo, what's up, doc? I'm feeling a certain kind of way. And he'll make an appointment. He'll come to your house. Yes, he'll come to your house. So, she was with me through this whole process. This man came, he went down here and went up this pole. Another person told me that the thing was saturated. It took me a minute to understand that, but I just see so many infinitum people switching over to Total Play when I look at my Wi-Fi. Because to give you a list. Total Play, Total Play, Total Play, Total Play. Now, Total Play is fiber optica. So fiber optics is what's running through here. It rained, it stayed on. I had a dip for maybe 3 seconds, and I picked up my phone, but it came right back. It's 1:11, y'all. Hey. So it's been a great experience with Total Play. I highly recommend it. I don't think you should get anything else. However, understand that it is not available everywhere in Merida. Inside of these city limits, the majority of colonials or neighborhoods have it. When you start getting outside of the perimeter, that's an infinitum Telmex market, and so it may not be available. So these are things to consider when you move. This is a question I asked when I came here. What's up with the internet? And can you get Total Play over here? Because they had the infinitum. And she said yes. So I checked that off my list. So very important. Total Play is totally playing, and we're gonna stick with it. Now, here is the part of the whole part. I like unlimited, so I got the highest package they have because I'm online all the time. I'm making videos, I work, I need it. I got clients, Zoom, I need it, right? It's not an option for me. So I need the best of the best. So compared to Infinitum Telmex, because if y'all know I mess up to make the Spanish words, come on now. They're about 389 pesos, 400 pesos a month, roughly 27, between 17 and $20 or $22, depending on the conversion rate, right? Total Play, I'm kicking out 80 USD for this. Do you understand what I'm saying? However, with my rent being a quarter of what it was in the States, I can incur the bill without missing a meal. You know what I'm saying? So For me, it's a no-brainer. I'm very thankful that it's available where I live. I highly recommend it. And wherever you move, make sure that you ask, because there's no question that you're going to have an issue with Infinitum Telmex at some point. The former place had that as well. No issues. It was just slow, very, very slow, very, 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 very slow. A lot of buffering. You know, I be telling y'all, don't buffer your life away. Mm-mm. So buffering's not good. So, but that's what I had there, and I was gonna get Total Play, but I knew I wasn't staying there. So, moving on to bigger and better things. So that's what you should know. Get the super box. Correction on the refrigerator over there at the bodega is not $40. It's installment. You should see the correct information on your screen. Cable is an option, not a necessity. And Total Play. And wherever you move, look and make sure that's an option for you if you do heavy online work. We got a lot of digital nomads out there. So which brings me to something else that we're gonna talk about. People say, Niki. I say, huh? They say, dear Niki. I say, huh? They say, how you surviving that? I work. So I'm not retired, just so y'all know. Because some of y'all think I'm at the beach every day. And that is not in my reality. At the beach, the reality of the beach is here, but me being at the beach ain't the reality. Right now, all the time, I've been here almost a year, y'all. And I've been there maybe 2 or 3 times, and directly to a restaurant. I saw a beautiful blues band down there. It was great, right on the beach. Highly recommend the beach. But your girl is not out there tanning and sunning every day. I got to pay the bills. They smaller bills. I don't have to work as hard. There are a lot of us that work part-time. But the show don't stop, y'all. Just because I'm in another country don't mean I'm just relaxing and chilling and doing nothing. Plus, I'm bringing y'all this content. I got to get y'all ready for y'all journey. Underground Railroad come through. Feel me? So your girl is pumping it out. She's working every day, 8 to 5. That's why most of you all that have seen my consultations are at 2 and then 5 p.m. or after. Because I'm at work. I got about 14 more years before retirement. So I got a little bit of ways to go, although I am going to retire early. And being here, I can take the income, right? In the States, I can't afford, you can't afford. It's people want to leave their job right now. I know, I talked to you. But you're like, girl, I'm just trying to hang in here this extra year to get this extra 15,000. Girl, I'm trying to just hang in. I said, I understand, but I need you to understand that if you need to, do what you got to do, because you'll max out anyway on this end, and save a lot of your life to max out on this end. And what you're bringing in, you can survive on that, because you're not paying $1,500 for a 2-bedroom anymore, right? Right. So your girl is working. I would love to retire early. My goal is always to be a millionaire. Um, Millionaire Mindset. Read that book. It's good. So that's how I'm surviving here. I work, and of course my brand, Tia Niki, that I'm always trying to expand, that I'm bringing y'all the best content that I can. I'm open to all the questions that you have. I notate them. If I don't know, I have referrals. I know people, right? And that is the purpose for a consultation too. A young lady was very direct in her saying, why we got to pay you to talk to you? Okay, so you go to work every day and they pay you for your time, right? The only thing is they pay you down here at the end of the week. Come on. I gave y'all over 70 videos, endless hours of content. If you need my time, I think it's cool to kind of support me like that, because that's what I'm doing. It's cyclical. It's reciprocal. It's a give and take of information, currency, and love. That's what we're doing. And my prices are good. Speaking of prices, y'all know that I am going up $10 on my prices. My consultations are extremely affordable. But I got to go up because I'm getting more people, which is more of my time. And I'm going to use this money to put it back into Tia Niki. I'm still working on the Patreon. Being sick threw me back like almost 3 weeks. I had to delay consultations and all of that, so I'm catching up on that. Because of that, I'm going to extend the price that it is now to the end of the month. So I am not going to increase any pricing until the 1st of May. So get in on the goods, take the course, get the consultation. I built this course because I'm where y'all trying to get in the Underground Railroad. Don't stop, come through. But you need a map. Y'all can't just say, come on. You need to know. So that's what the course is for. I put a lot of work into it. So I'm just asking a monetary return because, I need that to live. So I encourage you to take it. Take it while it's at that price. Get the bundle where you get the consultation and you get the course for one price, and then I'll increase the prices on the first. Get in while the getting is good. The course is good. I would pay for the course. That's why I made it, because I'm like, I'm making it for other people. This is just not just for me. So it's open, it's honest, it's real, and it has so much information to help you face your fears and emotional changes. Look, I've been there. I know what you're going through. I know. I know the everyday, look, y'all know I cry. I know the everyday stress. Just waking up to face another day living in the USPS. Okay? So, that's how I'm surviving here. My brand and our work, y'all. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Another 1,500 subs. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm going to keep giving y'all shots out because you giving me shots out. And I appreciate these 1,500. Believe me. Believe me. Believe me. Okay, now let's move on to the next thing, which is I had another inquiry about, a couple of inquiries about health, mental health, emotional, psychological health, and that's what this channel is kind of wrapped around. It's about moving to Merida, but it's about preparing yourself mentally, emotionally, psychologically for this transition, because it is big, it is heavy, it is a life-changing experience. It can be life-shattering depending on where you are, people are running to, and people are running from. So I'm aware of that. So I wanted to give you some stuff here. So for insurance, physical health insurance, if you need traveler's insurance, international insurance, email me, tianikiinmerida@gmail.com, and put insurance in the subject line, or Tanya Brooks. That's our go-to person. A lot of you all responded previously and reached out to me. So get in touch with me. I'll get you in touch with her. We do not broadcast people's personal information on my channel. It is always I'm going to be the liaison between you and the person. Now, if you have a consultation, there are resources that come with that. Let me tell you, if you get a consultation, you get the inside track. I'll send you an email with doctor or whatever you need, and then that opens up the line of communication between you and I, which means I can support your ongoing efforts until you get here, right? Okay. So, for health insurance, reach out to me. Tanya Brooks is our go-to person for that. Tanya. Next thing is there's more than physical health. There's also mental therapy, psychological, emotional health support here. I do have a referral for you. So if you need help in that area, because I understand that it can take a toll on your psyche. Dealing with every facet of it, from the physical move to family and friends, in your own inner demons or challenges or shadow side. Okay, whatever that is, you got to do that. And I talk about my issues with PTSD and how this change and moving here has saved my life. I can't survive in the States. They will take me out. It's too much. It's too heavy. The energy is too thick for your girl. Okay, I mean, I often say that there's been so much bloodshed, violence, and stuff in the States that I personally believe that it is ingrained into the soil of America. It's coming from the ground up. It's just seeping up like this. It's just too heavy for you girls. So moving here helped me, along with my psilocybin experience, to balance out the PTSD. Now, do I get triggered? Of course, but it's not about me being triggered. It's about how I react to me being triggered, what I do with that energy. So I do stuff like this, positive. This is therapeutic for me. I hope that it's helping y'all heal in some way. So I know people are battling depression, PTSD, emotional stress. This is the Heart to Heart series. That's why we get into trauma bonding and bathing and exchanging of energy, and how you all that want to elevate and move on from that and be the best version of yourself. This move is essential to that elevation because I talk about it and I'm going to keep on talking about it. There is a vortex here. And when you come here and you align with this energy, it will make you or break you. It will either pull you to or push you away. Some other people have said, is it too many people moving it? They going to ruin it. Let me tell you, you can come down here and mess with these Mexican bobos if you want to. You can go down here to this Mexican jail if you want to with no cots and they ain't got no commissary. Ain't nobody got no TVs and cell phones. Okay? Come down here and mess with them if you want to. They don't have uniforms. They got uniforms, but now with badges and pretty collars. They got fatigues and the black mask. That's 100 degrees. I don't know how they do it. Black mask and the long black. They with machine guns. See, nobody will shoot them all up because they already there. They patrol the area. They come through the neighborhoods, no matter where you live, unless you're in a Parada, and they may come through there. I don't know. Somebody live in a Parada, let us know. But they are very visible, and it deters a lot of the crime. That's why Merida is the second safest city in the U.S. I mean, in North America. So if you want to come here and start something, Merida got something for you. Some people came to Mexico and tried something one time, and some things happened. So, depending on where you are, I tell people remember that Mexico is a country and not a state. And I believe there are 32 states in Mexico. Don't quote me, but it's something like that. So, it's just like being in the U.S. If I'm living in Chicago versus LA, or Utah versus Florida, Rhode Island, versus Omaha. I mean, the the differences in the states are vast. Colorado don't have no homeless people because they took the cannabis initiative, and took that money and set they people free, and so they got housing. They rebuilt downtown. Opposed to maybe southern states where people are still suffering because they don't want to pay them to work, but want to work them to death. So there's so many vast differences between east, west, north, and south of the states. It's the same way here in Mexico. It's a complete difference between Tijuana, Cancun, and then Merida. So when you are trying to evaluate Mexico, please maybe do a little research and look into the different states here and what that looks like. Um, and kind of weigh it out and see where you want to be, because you don't have to come to Merida. I told you, it's the place for you. So if you want to go somewhere else, go somewhere else. Check it out. Now, speaking of going somewhere else, I can't meet y'all in Cancun and Puerto Vallarta and Belize. Y'all want me to do meetups in places to take airplanes, and I can't do that, y'all. Even if you buy the ticket, I tell you, Niki still can't do it. So we're going to have to pull the reins in on the meetups because my plate is so magnificently full. Reminder, I work every day and I do consultations pretty much every day. Then my videos, I try to do at least one. I'm trying to make it to 2 a week. And then my mama almost 80. So I take her out, I spend time, I make sure she lives a fruitful life. So, and then the other time, I am an ambivert, so I go out and then I come in. And then 10 Niki time with a family and her friends. So, a lot of times you all will come and I won't be able to meet you. But I don't want that to deter you from coming. I want you to come because this ain't about me. It's about you. It's about you in your life, in your development, in your evolution. So, I'm just a part in that process. But this whole thing is about you. So I'm just come on through Underground Railroad, right? Once you free, be free, baby. So we'll have to slide on that. But back to the emotional, mental, psychological, and trauma that we've been through, and having resources here in Merida. If you are here and you need a doctor, you want to look at some therapy, you want to engage in a community of healing, whether it be in the spiritual realm and or the pharmaceutical realm, let me know. Send me an email and just say, hey, Niki, I need some help with this. Because I get y'all emails. You be like, help. I'm here for that. So, and I will guide you in the right direction. Now, I'm not the end all to be on. So the things that you may need or some of the resources that you may be needing to obtain, I may not personally be able to help you in that realm. However, I got a guide. I got a guide. 9 times out of 10, I got a guide. So I'm not going to go too much longer today, y'all. I'm still recuperating, and I do have a call scheduled for today, tomorrow, Wednesday. And oh, today is Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then your girl takes off on Fridays because they just very relaxed days, and Mondays because they're very hard days at work. So sometimes 10-hour days. So keep that in mind as you schedule your consultations. Go ahead on and get in there. And even if it's like 2 weeks from now, go ahead and schedule it so I can put you on my books and make sure that, we allot for the time. Another thing with consultations, y'all asking me questions I did videos on, so I'm going to refer you to the videos because I don't want you to waste your 45 minutes with me going over something that I've already made a video on. So what is the word for today? Woo, woo, woo. You got to do the work. You got to do the work. Yes, you do. Go back and look at videos. I had somebody ask me where to stay. It's a whole video on my first page when you walk in, where to stay when you move to Merida based on my recommendations. Now, I may do an updated one because your girl almost been here a year and there are some other places to stay. However, this video is still valid. There's still some places I would choose. I had somebody tell me that they went and stayed at the Ibis Gallerias and they enjoyed themselves. I love that mall and I love that hotel because you can walk out. Even if the mall is closed, you can still walk around, get your steps in, and then look at some of the stuff without people being around, like windows, window shop, or window look. And then Chili's is open. That's not Chili's, it's Fridays. It's open, and the theater has late shows to like midnight. So I really like, and it has a skating rink, ice skating. So I really like that one as well. So that's my favorite. So I always recommend that. So if you want to know where to go, where to stay, look at the video. Go back and look at where to stay when you visit Merida. Don't worry, I got you. The link is in the description under this video. So, I think that's all I got for y'all right now. I will be back full steam ahead over the next couple of weeks. Remember to take your consultations, take the course. It will help you mentally, emotionally, help you with the baggage, help you with family issues, help you with dealing with your fears. It will open up a gamut of information for you from things that I've been through. Because remember, I am not my brother or my sister's keeper. I am my brother and my sister. We is, me and you, right? So we got to take care of one another. Now, I want to close on this note. Before the odd thing, it's been a week. It's been a month, y'all. A close friend of mine passed away. I've been knowing him 30 plus years, and I'm just devastated that he's not here in a physical form, but I know he is here with me all the time. So I just want to send a shout out to my man Al. I'm 53 and I've been knowing him since I was like 24. So we used to walk the halls together in the DMV when I worked at security, and he was really a good guy. He is really a good guy, and we always stayed close over the years. When I was living in Charlotte, he's the only person that came to visit me twice because he used to drive a big rig and he would come through traveling, and he stopped twice to come see me, and we were able to spend some time together and really talk. I had talked to him since I've been here as well, and he planned on visiting, and he did, just not in a physical form. So a shout out to my man Al. for being a really, really good friend and showing me what friendship is all about 30 years later. I miss you, man, in your physical form, but I'm so glad to have had you in my life and that you keep on pushing me and supporting me from the other side of the veil. So, with that being said, I do want to send a shout out to my fellas. And if you have some, bring them near. Young men, middle age, and older men. I've, lost a lot of people in my life at a very young age, 40s, early 40s, 30s, 40s, 50s, not 60. The boomers are tough, but Gen X is something else. But what I have noticed, and I'm not saying this to put any fear in you, is that 99% of them have been men. And I think that women, we're better at communicating our emotions and having that sisterhood that I talk about. And I just want to send a shout out to the fellas to take care of yourself, you know? Take care of yourself. I also want to put a side note on the fact that the U.S. and the healthcare system leaves a lot to be desired, and African Americans, we go at a higher rate through surgeries and things like this in the U.S. hospitals. I have seen better results here. I've seen people go in surgery and come out of surgery and doing well, all ages, young and old. If you think I'm lying, go back and look at Cartess' video where he had surgery, his daughter had surgery, his friend. These are all couple guys. And they doing well. They are flourishing. So weigh your options for surgery or any type of medical necessities or procedures outside of the country. Al put it on my heart to say that. Weigh your options. He dealt with the VA a lot. I don't think I need to expound upon that. So weigh your options, and guys, fellas, take care of yourself and let a lot of that stuff out. Let it out. My mama say if you suppress it, it fester and it turn into dis-ease. Now that was from about 9 years old. So I always, even if I trigger, I always emote. I always let it out because I know if I hold it in, it will implode. And it'll start to mess up your wiring, and then you all are dealing with food crisis, what I call it. The seeds are being tampered with. It's pretty thick. So I'm aware, even though I'm not directly connected, I'll always have an umbilical cord to the States. And my goal is to hollow it out and bring y'all through. Come through. Underground Railroad, which way no, come through. So email me with questions about health insurance. Get the super box. Take the course. Get a consultation. Men, take care of yourselves. And I think I didn't miss anything. I think I got all of that. Yep. Get that total play because it's totally playing for your girl. Pay the extra money because you'll have it. You feel me? And other than that, I think that's it for today. So until next time. Peace.